Hey guys, so I've got my March favorites for you, and I don't have a lot of products. I think you all can agree this has been a really unusual month, to put it lightly. And for the past few weeks, being, self-quarantined and sheltering in place and basically just being home, has kind of changed up my makeup game. I've been putting on a lot less makeup. I still feel like it's important to kind of like get ready for the day, but I've been wearing a lot less makeup and haven't really been too creative with it. And my apologies, I normally do split screens during my favorites where I'll show you application of the product that I'm talking about. And so I put everything on today, but completely forgot to record it. My head definitely is not here today. I was just watching the news and seeing the footage of the Navy ship arriving in New York and then putting up tents in Central Park to accommodate the shortage of hospital beds. And it just got me really, really down today. So I'm just trying to focus on the things that I am very grateful for, like being able to film videos for you guys from the comfort of my own home. This is something that I am so grateful for. So let's get into my favorites. Let's just forget the outside world for a moment and talk about some fun makeup. So like I mentioned in some of my other videos, I'm trying to do more giveaways, smaller giveaways during this time, just to keep the spirits up. And it makes me really happy to be able to give you guys something. So today's giveaway is very, very special. It is also one of my favorites. I have the Hermes number 33 orange boîte color on. This is the same color as their box. I don't know if you guys recall, but I went out and purchased this color myself. I have fallen in love with it. I just love this color orange. And Hermes was kind enough in sending me a PR box. And in that PR box was another orange boîte. So that is what I'm giving away today. I will have the instructions on how to enter the giveaway down below in my description box. So definitely check that out if you're interested. But here is the Hermes packaging and here is the orange boîte color. So this is the one that I'm giving away. It is brand new. And because this was sent to me in PR, it did not come with a box, but I do have like these boxes from when I purchased it. So I will be sending the orange boîte color in a little burlap bag and then inside the orange box, but it won't have the outer box packaging, the like tan colored box packaging that this came in. It's just gonna arrive like this. So that is the giveaway. Again, definitely check out my description box on how to enter. Unfortunately, I'm making all of these giveaways for US residents only. I just don't know how shipping is going these days, and I'm really nervous to send stuff out overseas. So thank you guys so much for understanding. So that's my first favorite, I guess I should mention. So it is the new Hermes satin lipstick in the color orange boîte. This one is mine. You can see this one is a little bit more used looking. I love this color in particular. I love all the colors that I've purchased, but this one, I guess because it's spring summer, because it's so orangey, instead of it being like a red orange. This to me is just so much fun and so perfect for the spring summer. I also love the limited edition colors, but this is the one that I kind of keep gravitating towards. All right, the next product I want to talk about is the eyeshadow that I have on my eyes, and it is the Viseart Petit Pro Chouchou palette. This palette is just perfection to me. I love the small size. I love the colors that are included. When I did a video on this, I focused on the pinks because those are obviously the stars of this little palette. But I think one of the main reasons why I love this palette so much is that with only 8 shades, it's so versatile. So I just used these 3 shades up here, these more neutral ones, didn't include any of the brights, and I feel like I got a really nice kind of like neutral everyday eye look. And I think, when you look at a palette like this, and again, because your eyes gravitate towards the pinks and the smell and even the silver, I think it's easy to kind of ignore these more subtle colors and the fact that you can do something really kind of like neutral and basic with this palette. And of course, you can go in and do something really, really bright, which much like this lipstick is just, it's mood lifting, which I think I personally need, you guys probably need as well. And it's great for spring, summer. This one just really, really speaks to me. Viseart has a lot of these Petit Pro palettes. I really love them all for different reasons, but this one coming out like at this time has just been like perfect, absolute perfection. So that's the Chouchou Petit Pro palette from Viseart. And then next, this is fairly new to my collection, but I've been really, really loving it. This is the Chanel brow palette. So that's what I have on today. I have both the wax and the powder on, and I've been playing around with what order to put it on, how much to put of each, using one without the other. And this is with the wax down first and then just a little bit of powder to kind of fill in more of the sparse areas that I have. So I think I'm getting a little bit more used to using this brow palette because I'm not used to using products like this. Like, I love my Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel. I still use that all the time. But if you really want a bolder, thicker, more filled in brow, this is, I think, a better choice. And I love the shade. I think it works perfectly. It's a little bit on the cool side, but not totally gray, as you can see. You can still see that it is quite brown, but it is a very cool brown. And I love all the tools in here. I actually use the spoolie and the little angled brush in here, which is really great for travel. Once we're able to start traveling again, this is definitely what's gonna come with me. And I think for less of a bold look, I just go in with the wax, and then if I want something real thick and like fluffy looking, then that's when I go in with the powder also. But I'm really surprised at how easy it is to use. Again, I'm not used to using products like this, so when I use the powder, I do feel like sometimes it looks a little bit crazy, but I just go over it with the spoolie a little bit, and it just, you know, it just blends out really beautifully. It just sort of like works into my natural brow, just really easily and just smoothly. And I think this one comes in 3 colors. This is the darkest one. But yeah, I'm just really happy with this, and it stays put all day. That's another thing that I've noticed. Some other brow products of mine don't, or the consistency changes, like the wax will start to kind of either clump up or kind of like melt a little bit. But this wax and this powder, like, it stays put all day. I don't find that it fades, or, you know, like the wax doesn't get clumpy or anything over the course of the day. So I'm really happy with this brow product. What is this actually called? This is the Brow Wax and Brow Powder Duo. In terms of blush, what I have on is this Rose Pétillante from Chanel number 330. I feel like I've talked about this quite a bit. This may have even been in my favorites last month. It's possible. It's possible. But I'm really going hard with this. I really like this color. I mean, it is very pink, but I feel like there's this kind of like reflective peach too. So I feel like it can go kind of warm, it can go kind of cool, and I feel like it looks a little bit more red, peachy toned with this orange lipstick. It looks less pink to me, but when I do pair it with something a little bit more nude, a little bit cooler, then this blush will actually kind of like look a little bit cooler. So it's very versatile, and I mean, you guys know how much I love Chanel blushes, so I'm just gonna move on. And then the last thing I'm gonna mention is the Chanel Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid in Pearly Glow. So this is the lighter one that's come out. I haven't had this very long. I've had this for about as long as I've had the brow palette, but I really love this highlighting fluid. I just like that it is like of a thinner consistency, that it's not quite as creamy as the Hollywood Flawless filter. It's not quite as creamy as like my Chantecaille ones in the tube. Like, it's a lot lighter, and I get something just a little bit more subtle. And I didn't put any on today, so I'm just kind of putting a little bit of it on my cheeks, and it just gives me this really beautiful glow, and it just gives me this like really beautiful like lit from within. I feel like when highlighters start to get really strong, you start to lose that kind of like natural lit from within glow. And this highlight really keeps it like very natural. And I just feel like it makes my skin look really youthful and like healthy and fresh. So I've really been enjoying this, and I need to continue kind of playing around with it. I need to like mix it into foundations or whatever, because I've been going in with my Dior concealer still and just like adding it around my eyes and like down along my jawline. I haven't gotten the chance to really like add this to something, but I'm gonna continue playing around with it. But using it alone, like as a highlighter, it's just really pretty, really subtle, really youthful looking. So that's the Chanel Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid in Pearly Glow. And that's all I have to mention today. So just a really quick, short favorites. A lot of things that I mentioned in my previous month's favorites are pretty much the things that I used this month, but those were some newer things that I wanted to highlight. And don't forget, if you want to win the Hermes lipstick in Orange Boîte, check my description box down below to see how you can enter. So thank you guys so much. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.